Alright everybody, what is going on and welcome back. My name is Joe and this is Crypto Insight. In today's episode we're going to be answering one question that I get all the time. It seems to be every day, if not at least a couple times a week, and it's how much Bitcoin do you produce in a month and how much does it cost for you to produce that? So that's actually what we're going to be going over today. We're going to be going over how much electricity I use and what that costs me, and we're also going to be taking a look at the file that I exported from NiceHash, which will go over exactly how much in fees I've paid and how much Bitcoin that I've withdrawn from their platform over the last 28 days, I believe is what I did. So if that sounds interesting or that answers any questions that you've had, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I try to do my best at posting a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 90% of the time it's going to be about GPU mining, ASIC mining, or about just my opinion in the crypto space. But you might get lucky and get a video about something else every now and then. So with that being said, I'm going to actually go up into my office where I have everything all set up already and get out of the shed because it is about 93 degrees in here right now, and it's about 88 degrees outside, so it's going to be really warm. It's only about 10 a.m. here right now, so it's going to be a warm one. So let's get up into the office and get out of here. Give me 1 minute and I will get us all set up. Hold on. Alright everybody, we're back here in the office. I got all my paperwork here for NiceHash and I got all my stuff here for the electricity. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into the NiceHash data and we're going to go over that. So this is for a 3.9 gigahash mining farm. It's about 40 graphics cards. Now sometimes my farm does dip down to about 3.8 and sometimes it does go over 4. So I'm just going to use 3.9 gigahash as the average, and that's just going to be what we go with. So all the data that I'm about to show you is from April 26th until May, what is it here, 25th. So about 29 days. Obviously the price of Bitcoin has changed pretty tremendously in the last 30 days, just like there's been a lot more hash rate coming onto the network. I've been watching the Ethereum hash rate climb pretty fast. I know there's some ASICs that have been getting plugged in and some things like that, so it just is what it is. So we're just going to take a look at the last 29 days. So as you can see here, my mining payment every 4 hours, it was at about 60,000 Satoshis. A couple times it was about 59 or 58 at the beginning of the month. And now if you look at the end of the month, it has definitely come down. If you look right here, you can see I'm getting 53, 54,000 Satoshis. So it's come down a little bit, not a whole bunch, but enough to make a noticeable difference, especially when it's 6,000, 7,000 Satoshis every 4 hours. So that adds up throughout the day. Now, I'm going to fold this piece of paper to try to make it a little bit easier for all of you to see. And I did highlight this. So, let me read it first. So, my fees for NiceHash, what they took for the entire month is they took about $65, which comes out to around 193,273 Satoshis. But total I've mined, after they took their fees, I mined 0.0947, which comes out to about $3,187.45 worth of Bitcoin, which as you can see right here, you can see the fees, and you can see how much I've mined. Once again, I apologize. I'm sorry if this is hard to see. I'm sorry if you all can't see this. I need to find a better way to be able to show this on camera. I am always trying to get better. So we mined almost a tenth of a Bitcoin, and we mined $3,100, basically $3,200 we can round up and call it worth of Bitcoin. So now we're going to figure out the electricity, and we're going to figure out exactly what our profits were after we paid taxes and everything, because we do it legal here and we pay taxes. So that's something I feel like a lot of people forget to do, or they forget to talk about when they're going over their profits. So the way I like to do my rigs to figure this out is because I don't have an actual meter down on the shed to gauge exactly how much power I'm pulling or using. I do have meters that I've plugged each rig into, and I do know, give or take, about what each rig is using. Now, if you watch some videos that I've actually posted on this channel, there is some rigs that are pulling right around 1,300 watts. My math takes 1,400 watts into consideration, so it's always better to be a little bit over than to be a little bit under. So my actual cost is probably a little bit less, but this is what I like to use. So I assume 1,400 watts for each rig. At my current electricity rate, that comes out to around $2.68 a day, which is about $80.40 a month for each rig of 4 cards. So at 10 rigs, that comes out to around $26.80 a day, and it comes out to $804 a month. So my total electric bill this month from Duquesne Light was $1,028.35. Now, that includes my entire house also. Now, that includes my air conditioning, my TVs, my washer and my dryer, my refrigerator, my dish machine. That includes my entire house. So there's really no way to know exactly how much electricity my shed's using and how much my house is using. So I always, like I said, I like to estimate it. So if you take the $1,028.35 and you subtract the $804 that I estimated for the rigs, that leaves me with about $224.35 for my house, which makes sense. Before I started getting into mining, I was running about $150 to $250 electric bill, depending upon if it was summer and I had my air conditioning running or not. So that leaves us, that's going to leave us with our profit. Now, before you go ahead and figure out how much you need to take off your electricity, you need to figure out your 26% tax. That's what I pay. Now, that's a little bit more than what my tax advisor tells me I need to set aside, but at the end of the year, whenever I need to pay my tax bill, I like to have a little bit extra left in my account as opposed to owing him. So 26% is what I do, and if you take 26% of the $3,187, because you need to take the taxes off the top number, not after you pay your bills and your expenses, it comes off the top. So if you take the 26% off the $3,187 that we mined from NiceHash, it comes out to $828.62. So after we pay the tax man, Uncle Sam, that leaves us with $2,358.83. So if you take out the $804 that we need to pay Duquesne Light now, that leaves us with $1,554.84. So to answer the question, how much money did I earn over the last month mining from my 40 graphics cards? The answer is I earned $1,554.83. And if you're wondering exactly how much Bitcoin that I mined, I know we already went over this, but to answer the question straight out, I mined 0.0947 BTC, almost 0.1 of a BTC, so not bad. Now, just a few other questions that I want to answer and a few other things that I want to say is NiceHash, I know we already went over this, but NiceHash did take around $65. There's a lot of people that are telling me that if I use Hive OS or I use any other softwares, I can save that percent that NiceHash takes, and I agree with you. You're not wrong. I would definitely earn more, and it's $65 per month. That definitely adds up over the year, but I'm here in the United States and I actually pay taxes. Being able to export files like this with the click of a button is worth paying the extra money. I would pay $65 a month to be able to have this paperwork at my hands at any time that I need it. Whether it be for my tax guy or whether it be for my wife whenever she's doing our paperwork, whatever it is. NiceHash is super easy to use and it's really good for tax purposes. So that's I've said that before, but that's why I continue to use NiceHash, and at least into the foreseeable future, I will use NiceHash. I would like to switch over to Hive just to make the extra, but I don't think I'm going to. So the line in the sand, a lot of people are asking me, are you still profitable? How much money are you making? I know we have already answered that, but when are you going to turn your rigs off? Have you turned any rigs off? The answer is no. I haven't turned any rigs off, and I'm not even close to turning any rigs off. The line in the sand for me is about $27 a day that my whole farm is producing. Now, we just went over that 10 rigs roughly are using $26.80, so that's a little bit of an overestimation. So as long as I'm making a little bit of money on that, I will keep running as close to cost as I can. So if the cost is $26 and some change, if I'm making $27 a day, I will continue to mine. To me, that's worth it. So that's the line in the sand for me. The answer is different for everybody. I know there's a lot of people that are saying that how do they know whenever they're not profitable? It really just depends on your electricity. That's a hard question for me to answer. Figure out your electricity usage, figure out exactly how many watts you're burning, figure out what you need to make to be able to earn a profit. So I'm going to leave this video there. I hope I answered all the questions. If you have any more questions or comments, please put them down below. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. Stay safe, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the next video.